Hey everybody, I'm back. Do some more Brown Dust 2 time. Let's see what's going on my homepage here. Oh, I really need these fire crystals. Alright, here we go. My dog's going crazy. Let's see. Go over some stuff. That's right, I have something to show you guys. I picked up a new costume for Jaden. Beautiful girl devotee. I picked a beautiful girl devotee, Jaden. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now that's cool. Alright, let's see. Alright, visit the Aldebaran headquarters. Halt! What business does an outsider have with Aldebaran? I don't think so. We're a little busy. Olstein sent us. Did you hear from him? Olstein? I think I've heard of him. Hey, didn't Miss Sylvia tell us to treat people who mention that name as a guest? She did, I'm sorry, sir, but I think you'll have to wait for now. Does Aldebaran treat guests like this? The rumor that you're the best mercenaries in Alan seems to have been a lie. Great, you don't need to provoke them for no good reason. Stay out of it. If you don't know, when dealing with mercenaries, it's most important to scare them first. If you don't want to make Sir Olstein angry, go ahead and get your captain. But the two captains are very busy right now. If you give us a little time. Two captains? There are two captains? That's unusual for mercenaries. Come to think of it, I hear voices up there that sounded like two people fighting. I'm sure their culprit fled into the ruins. We have evidence and a witness. From the moment we receive the request fee, we only move according to the client's will. No exceptions allowed. The inbound rule of mercenaries. You haven't forgotten, have you? The ironbound rule. The reason for keeping the rules is to gain trust. Obtaining trust is for the benefit of all mercenaries. Sis, you've always said that. Yes, but Rubia, you finally realized, haven't you? Can those who are bound by rules and abandon their companions' lives truly be trusted? The client paid money, fine. But what about the others? What about ordinary citizens? Rubia, if we don't control this situation, nobody here will trust us now. If you don't change your mind, I'll look into this alone. Are those two the captains? I think there's something wrong. It doesn't seem like simple business, right? We need to know what happened. We better ask the ones who stayed behind. do some snooping around here. Snooping around time. It's Aldebaran precious acid, so leave it alone. The jars are full of wine for the festival. So, why on earth did I say that? Do you have any concern? Not too long ago, my childhood friend joined the regular army. When we were young, we promised each other to join the same mercenaries. We were that young. But in the heat of the moment, I told him he was blinded by success. Your friend must have been very upset. I regret it too when I found out he was seriously injured after he was dispatched to the border a while ago. I realized that I wasn't thinking straight. He had made his own choice to protect our lives. I'd like to apologize, but I don't have the guts to face my friend today. If you hesitate, you may regret it even more later. I expected it as such. Thanks to you, I made up my mind. Thank you. Getting mad. I'm getting mad. Hey, you there. Me? Yeah, you. I was just gonna put up with it and move on, but I can't do it. What the hell's wrong with your shoes? What's wrong with my shoes? Shouldn't you wear desert combat shoes in the desert? The current ones are so closed off that there's no airflow. You're gonna get beat. Oh, I see. Thank you for letting me know. Inside is a special slime fluid that is said to be good for the skin. You're the ones sent by Sir Ulstein. I apologize for not being able to greet you all properly. How did you... We haven't said anything yet. We're sending everyone back except people who are delivering important matters. The only outsider who can get to where I am right now is Sir Ulstein's messenger. Sir Ulstein's messenger? I really can't get used to that title. But even Sir Ulstein's messenger has to keep their manners. So don't bother our mercenaries too much, Gray, the sharpshooter of the mist. You heard everything, and you know my name and my alias. It's natural to thoroughly vet people who are going to talk about important matters. But it's a shame if you had come a little earlier, things would have been easier. I wanted to ask you about that. What happened in Aldebaran? A while ago, someone released a poison in the oasis. It's a place that our mercenaries usually use, but other residents of Alaric often visit too. Many of the mercenaries who drank the water became sick, and there are quite a few people whose lives are in danger. How could someone do such a thing? Who is the culprit? It's not clear yet. Really, I think I heard earlier that there was evidence and a witness. That's what Rubia thinks. Actually, we haven't done any investigation. Our client, the Lord Alaric, he banned us from investigating the case. The client banned you from investigating when his own mercenaries were poisoned? It does seem like a situation where you can negotiate easily. Isn't that right, Captain of Aldebaran? I'm the older sister Sylvia, Lapis Witch. Shara Hoo-Hoo. Thank you for understanding. Aldebaran has 2 captains. Every decision is made by 2. Therefore, without Rubia, we cannot proceed with negotiations with Sir Ulstein. Judging from the mood, I don't think she'll be back soon. But we don't have time to wait either. There might be a way. Rubia is also a captain of Aldebaran. She knows how important the negotiations with Sir Ulstein are. I couldn't do it, but you may be able to change Rubia's mind. There's definitely an expert here who can capture women's hearts. It's worth a try. As long as Gray keeps his mouth shut, I agree. We'll have to depart quickly to catch up. Captain Sylvia, do you know where Captain Rubia went? So you're gonna help me, I appreciate it. Rubio's probably heading for the ruins, a little east of the Mercenary Guild. The entrance to the ruins is guarded, so you'll be able to recognize it quickly, then please. Alright everyone, let's go to Captain Rubio. Girl in the Oasis. Find it for me, why? Wait, my tooth fell. Your tooth fell out. Are you okay? Does it hurt? That's not it. Donna's tooth fell in the water. Please, find it for me. Oh, you mean it fell on the Oasis? That's gonna be difficult to find. Why? Find it. I have to make a wish to the Tooth Fairy. But it's difficult to find in such a wide place. You said you had a wish, right? Do you want to tell me? I'll help you if I can. No. Donna is only going to tell the Tooth Fairy my wish. Fine, go away. These are fruits that have endured the scorching heat and become extremely sweet. It seems that a slightly salty bread is the staple food of the Alaric people. Eek! A bug came out from under the cushion. The warm sunlight of Alaric is enabled once inside the cool pub. A mysterious plant that shrinks its leaves when touched. It is better if the cage is empty, the proof that the birds are free. Young man, are you today's guest on the second floor? What, you have first floor guests and second floor guests? Oh, it seems you don't know since you're from another village. Our pub gives the second floor to the good-looking couples who have special appointments. Well, I don't understand if you say it like that. What's a special appointment? Well, you know, marriage arrangements and proposals, sending quality time with lovers. I see. I guess I won't ever go there? Young man, don't rush to a conclusion. You'll never know what'll happen in the future. Oh, my, you're not a human, are you? Your skin is soft and your hair is like silk. And you're so small and cute. Aren't you a doll? Your beauty is enough to bring a peace to the whole wide world and beyond. You're just exaggerating. You're cute when you're embarrassed, too. I can't pass it up. You come with me. I won't let you starve. What do you think? I can't. My companions are waiting for me. Okay, then. Take me with you instead. I'm quite confident in my magic, you see. You won't regret this at all. Alright, I gotta get ready for the journey. See you in a bit. Gone already? Wasn't going to wait for my answer, huh? That's kind of a weird moment. It's like that girl Emma likes just, yeah. Silk Road Merchant. A penny is just a penny. Time to steal. Got some gold, pretty good. More stealing time. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh no, we're late. I don't see Captain Rubio or any of the mercenaries. It won't work even if we ask these soldiers to let us in, will it? Shira. Oh, I'm sorry, the situation with the Aldebaran mercenaries was on my mind. The Lord of the Mercenaries prohibiting the investigation of an incident that has caused damage to his mercenaries and citizens. There seems to be something wrong with all the nobles we've met so far. I understand why Ulstein chose Aldebaran among so many mercenaries. He probably thought it was easy to persuade them, and they're being treated unfairly by their client. I was talking, geez, I can't even finish my sentence anymore. So what Ulstein wants from us is for us to help the Aldebaran mercenaries who are in a crisis and build an alliance in return. I wish Ulstein could have explained it like that from the start. Anyway, the problem is the next part. We have to figure out how to get into the ruins. As expected, Rubio went in already. Captain Sylvia, why are you here? This is the business of the Aldebaran mercenaries. I thought it was not right to leave everything to the guests. So I'd like to accompany you, if you don't mind. Is that okay? Of course, it would be nice if a beautiful woman like you could come with us. Isn't that right, Lathel? Me, well, I don't know much about this city, so I'd appreciate it if you could help us, right? I am in your care. All the guards at the entrance of the ruins are soldiers under the direct command of the Lord. Rubio seems to be quite close with them, but I'm sure they'll never let me or you in. Is there another way? Yes, we'll take another way into the ruins. I'll need a little bomb, but they'll sell it in for sure. Bomb? I heard it wrong, right? You heard it right. The mercenaries' finances are in bad shape these days, so we'll have to bargain a little. Follow me, I'll show you to the store. Something's fishy. Why is she suddenly joining us now? And if she's even here herself, not sending a subordinate? Sylvia must have her own reasons. Let's go with the flow for now. The price is a bit steep. Half. How about that? Hey, Miss Sylvia. How can we make our ends meet if we sell it for half the price? How can you do this to us when you know our situation? You're right, I didn't think that through. I'm sorry. Well, if you understand, that's fine. Dealing with Aldebaran mercenaries is something that we must maintain as well. Half the price is a no-go, but if it's a little bit of a discount, that's unfortunate. In the future, we'll have to deal with the Via-Luce merchants for bombs and other necessary items. Via-Luce merchants? Wait a minute, miss, you're going to trade with Spartan bastards? Who are no different from pirates. It hurts our pride, but we have no choice. As you know, the current financial situation of the mercenaries is quite bad due to the series of bad events. To survive, we must kneel to the barbarians. No, doing business with the Aldebaran mercenaries also contributes to the image of the Silk Road merchants. If that's taken away by Via-Luce merchants, it's obvious that merchants all over the world will laugh at us. Miss Sylvia, take as many bombs as you like. But don't forget that we helped you in times of need. I'm receiving your help again. Thank you. Of course I won't forget. She threatened him with a smile on her face, and he didn't even notice that. He was being threatened. Captain Sylvia is scarier than she looks. Now that we've got the bomb, let's go to the entrance of the other ruin. There's a collapsed ruin in the city. Follow me. Bargain is an ability skill to be used to negotiate with shop NPCs. The higher the ability skill the level, the higher the probability of success. Successful negotiations will unlock prices lower in the shop. Stolen. Stolen. sound. It's a bomb, so of course it's loud. Captain Sylvia, what if the soldiers come running when they hear the sound? I also have something in mind, everyone. Start! Yes, ma'am. The inside of ruins is clear. We'll monitor the situation outside here. Alright, everybody, let's go in. Do you say the Lord banned an investigation? Is this an investigation? The only thing the Lord banned was an investigation into the poisoner of the oasis. He didn't ban investigations into bombs going off somewhere in the city. I was wondering why you detonated a bomb, making such a fuss in the city. In the situation, you were trying to get into the ruins under the pretext of investigating an explosion. If this was the plan, why did you need us in the first place? In the event of an emergency, it's a good excuse to say an outsider did it. That means in case of an emergency, you're gonna use us as shields? I shouldn't have said that. I already said my true intentions out now. We need an explanation, Sylvia. Captain Sylvia. Don't worry, I don't mean you any harm. The negotiation with Sir Osteen is quite important for Aldebaran too. I don't think that attitude is going to help if you want to proceed with the negotiations. Is that so? Help the Aldebaran mercenaries who are in a crisis and build an alliance in return. It seems to me that you, who are on this mission, have to do whatever to negotiate with us. You heard everything we said? We were deceived. She knew from the start that we couldn't keep up with Captain Rubia, and sent us ahead to follow us to find our intentions. I'm sorry, it's my fault for talking about something important in the middle of nowhere. Captain Sylvia, why would you do this? For Rubia and Aldebaran. So you tested us in your own way. You don't have to be so on guard. My goal is the same as yours. Solve the situation and form an alliance with Sir Osteen. Let's work together for that. Okay, but I want you to stop doing that from now on. I'll try. Well, I don't know the difficult stuff, but I can hang out with a beautiful lady and satisfied. Great. I see. Then I should verify if you really are the guy I've heard about. There just happens to be a fiend over there. The mercenaries are busy building the base, so can you help me? Defeating fiends is our specialty. Come on, let's go. It can't be helped. We can't ignore the fiends in front of us. Fight, 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 fight. Captain Sylvia, if I prove myself strong, will you join me for dinner? Just call me Sylvia, everyone else, too, if you don't need to be formal. Now that I know your goals are the same as mine, I want to be on equal footing. Alright, Sylvia. So, what's your reply to my question? Just focus on the fiends, idiot. I'm not sure how this is going to turn. I'm on the highest level that I am able to fight. The highest mission I'm able to go. I bodied one of them. Bodied 3 of them. Looks like I'm not doing too bad. 4 done. Dang, they hit hard. What the heck did he do? He's like he suicided. I think he did suicide. Interesting. As Thrall seems dead, you're definitely skilled. Well, I would have to say the same for you. I don't think I should be too unruly. I've never seen such swordsmanship before. It was as the swords were moving by themselves towards the enemy's weakness. Captain Sylvia. Yes, you may speak. It's all walled up in front of us. It seems difficult to go further in. Well, it's not working out that easily. This is bad. It seems like it would be difficult to cut through something this thick. It's just like typical Justia to think about cutting down the obstacle first. I just thought it the most efficient way. There's some symbol on it. If they were just going to block everything, they wouldn't have had to mark it. In my experience, there's still a way to open a wall like this. You're right. It seems like you can't insert something in the groove here. That'll be the key to opening the wall. I'm going to find something to fit in the groove. Alright, let's find it before the Aldebarans do. Do you really need to compete like that? Don't you think this would be more motivating? Let's enjoy it while we're at it. This groove in the middle of the door is mighty suspicious. Looks like we can fit something in there, doesn't it? Let's look around for something shaped like this groove. Thanks to you, we solved it quickly. At this rate, we'll be able to catch up with Rubia in no time. Rubia entered the entrance that the Lord's soldiers were guarding, right? It's weird to ask now that we're here, but why did you use that entrance? Unlike Rubia, the soldiers are wary of me. Why do you think that is? The Lord is probably much more weary of the thorough big sister than the reckless little sister. We can speak later. Let's get inside before more fiends show up. It's a crossroad. Huh? Lethal, what's wrong? Well, this is a very odd ruin, isn't it? There's suddenly a scent that can be in this place? Scent? I don't know. Lethal, don't tell me you smelled Sylvia's hair and fell in love. Oh my. It's not like that. I sure smelled the unique smell of Redev juice somewhere. Did you say Redev? How do you know about the scent of that herb? Well, I may not look like it, but I'm an herbalist. Is it the scent I smelled once when I was studying back in my hometown? But you also know that Redev is an herb. Redev is a high-quality herb used by Aldebaran mercenaries for emergency treatment. Rubia, it can't be. Lethal, can you tell the direction of the scent? Yes, it's probably up here. Sylvia, the use of high-quality first-aid herbs means that there was an accident that demanded its use. We can't delay any further. Come on, let's go. There was a pretty big battle here. Looking at the traces, it seems like it was very urgent. I agree, the blood on the bandage hasn't even dried up yet. But there's something weird about it. Isn't that right, Justia? Yes, I can't say for sure yet, but something is weird about this scene. I'm so confused to see Justia agree with Gray. Lathel, how about you? Did you find out anything else? Yes, I'm sure someone used the Redev here, but the scent spreads so far from here, I don't know which way they went. It can't be helped. We need to look around more. Everyone please share if you find something. Juicy, as expected, this is not the work of fiends, right? Yes, the type of abandoned weapons and how they broke, and based on the amount of blood left on the bandage, there was a battle between people here. That means there are other people besides Rubia here. Sylvia, how is this possible? There's only one culprit Rubia is after. The people Rubia fought are probably the soldiers of Duin, enemies of the Alric. Duin? I've heard that name before. Is it a kingdom of the eastern part of Spurn? It's a country that's very far from here. Wait, something strange. Even if an enemy's country, Duin is country across the sea, why are those soldiers here? Crossing the sea, sneaking under the enemy city without anyone noticing, they must have had a hard time. Alaric is not an ordinary city, it has more mercenaries than Duin. It's a city of mercenaries. Infiltrating without being detected by all of them is impossible. It's certainly impossible, unless the Lord is a traitor and sided with the enemy. Isn't that right, Sylvia? While you were investigating, I found traces of Rubia in the debris. I think she probably went that way. Follow me. Wait, Gray, you went too far suggesting Sylvia's client's a traitor right in front of her. Is that so? I mean, I was talking with quite the certainty. If the client is a person who betrays the country and led in the soldiers of the enemy, doesn't it make sense for the mercenaries under such a human being to be in trouble? If that's the case, everything would certainly make sense, but I don't think it's time for us to argue amongst ourselves. Let's follow Sylvia first. Yo, the Varnum's reinforcements. What the hell are Aloric doing here? The outfit really is a Duin soldier. I know because I've seen it a few times. Sylvia, were they the ones who poisoned the Oasis? Yes, that's right. This is my first time seeing them in person too. I'm not letting them get away. Be careful, Duin soldiers are famous for carrying what? By the way, the smoke grenade I set off the first time I met you was also from Duin. Just like you said, let's go after them. Ugh, ambush here. Poisoning an oasis used by civilians is something warlocks would do. I'll make you pay for your sins. Indeed. buried him. Are you hurt, Gisty? It's just a slight cut from the battle. Lethel's treating me right now. She'll get better soon since I applied herbs. I'm glad I picked up some rid of earlier. Although I really don't like being treated with such high quality herbs for a small wound like this. Gistia says the same thing as Rubia. Whenever I used Redef to treat her, she'd always grumble and say the same thing. Are you not close with your sister? No way. At least for me, I care a whole lot about Rubia. Although I don't know what Rubia thinks about me. If I were her, I don't think I hate my sister who goes through all of this trouble for me. I hope so. As expected, I was right. Look at this, they were holding this. It's similar to the piece we used when we opened the door earlier. Is this a key too? Probably. That means they opened up another wall and came in with this place. So I assume Rubio went that way too. If we trace where they came from, we'll be able to find their main army. That's a reasonable guess. Rubio would be first to try to target an enemy's head. That's usually the way to solve a case with minimal damage. Sylvia, there's one thing I want to check. How much does Rubia know about this? About as much as you do right now. I hid a lot of things so that the delicate child wouldn't get hurt, but maybe that became a poison. I don't think hiding things from your family is a good thing, but if it was for the family, I think they would understand. Anyway, to sum it up, Rubio went to strike the head of the Win army without knowing anything. So it's simple then. Let's find a door that can be opened with this place. With this piece. Now I get this piece here. Wow. Interesting. Ouch. Something big is coming. Move with caution. Uh-oh. Some Indiana Jones type shit. Ouch. I found it. It's a symbol that looks just like that piece. Well, let's just put it in. Is that the sound of someone fighting? It's right over there. Time to run like the wind. There are mercenaries under Rubia's command. Captain Sylvia. I'll join you right away. Please hang in there. guys are a little tough. Not too tough. Stepping stones still. Miss Sylvia, I'm sorry to trouble you. I'm glad you're safe, but it's weird. Why are you fighting without Rubia? We remained here because of our wounds. We tried to follow Rubia to the end, but she said she couldn't lose any more of her men. She didn't drag any wounded into danger. That's definitely something Rubia would do. But still, she's inexperienced. It's probably never occurred to her that those left behind would be easiest prey for the enemy. No, Captain Sylvia. Miss Rubia said Miss Sylvia would definitely follow her. She said she's sure Miss Sylvia would find us, so we'll be fine. Rubia said that? Well, it seems your sister got the better of you. The mercenaries are seriously injured, Miss Sylvia. First, we need to treat these people. Okay, let's withdraw for now. Gray, Shira, Justia, and Lathel, can you help me? That's why we came all the way here. Let's move the wounded. Sylvia, what happened? Please prioritize their treatment for now. I need to talk with guests. Yes, ma'am, understood. Miss Sylvia, are you okay? It would be a lie to say I'm okay, but I believe in Rubia. She knows that many people will be sad if something bad happens to her. I don't mean to rush you, but Sylvia, I think there's too much we don't know to give you help. You're right, I can't face Sir Olstein like this. Alright, I'll tell you about the situation. Alarak and Aldebaran are in. But actually, your guess was pretty much right earlier. What, the thing Gray just spouted? Hey, for a regular mercenary, you're very insightful, Gray. The next thing I want to gain insight into is your heart, Sylvia. As you guessed, our client, the Lord of Alaric, betrayed the residents and colluded with Dwyn. Did you just ignore me? The Lord's actions not only betrayed Alaric, but also betrayed the Carian Empire, which rules over Alaric. It's very dangerous to be under such a man. I understand the Aldebaran mercenaries could be targeted by the Empire. When I found out about this, I secretly looked for someone else to hire us. That's how I got to know Sir Olstein. Then, can you just be hired by Olstein right away? Hey, Lathel, the transfer of mercenaries is big, as Aldebaran doesn't happen that easily. Liquidation of financial relations with the Lord, the disposal of his headquarters building. Just thinking about the big things gives me a headache. There's that. But the biggest problem is that the Lord found out about it. The Lord took advantage of the fact that we couldn't easily proceed with avoiding the contract. That's why he released the poison into the oasis to weaken Aldebaran manpower before the transfer. Yes, it must be between the Lord's warning to us as well. How do we resolve this situation? The easiest way is to deal with the Lord who committed all this. But if we proceed hastily, we may be targeted by the other forces behind him. That's why I was trying to find another way to buy some time. But your sister made a move and changed everything. Yes, at this rate, Rubia will surely reach the Lord. Either we need to stop Rubia before that, or help her. Sylvia, what do you want to do? Whatever decision you make, we'll follow your lead. That's what Olstein asked us to do. Rubia, of her own volition, decided how to solve the situation. Then, as the older sister, I must support my sister's decision. Then it's decided. You're helping Rubia, right? I'm for it. A lord who treats his subordinates and people as a tool must be punished. I can't thank Sir Olstein enough for sending all of you. Let's go back to the ruins. I won't hesitate anymore. These are also soldiers of Dwyn. There's almost no trace of the battle. Is this how Rubia usually fights? Yes, Rubia is the only one in the city who can engage in such a clean battle. There are no traces, so we don't know where she went. Being too good can be a problem as well. We'll just have to look for clues. Diamond. Searching the corpus is not exactly pleasant. Best to keep it short. It's pretty obvious, but it's not breathing. There's nothing suspicious on it. As expected, I don't see clues. They seem to carry a bunch of smoke grenades. I've picked up some of those. Bethel, do you smell the herbs again? No, it's not the smell of herbs. There's some strange pungent smell from the soldiers. They've infiltrated an enemy city, so they wouldn't have had time to relax and wash themselves. I'm glad my nose isn't sensitive. I don't think it's a smell from not washing yourself. I'm sorry to bother you during the investigation, but there are fiends gathering. They came because of the smell of the soldiers' blood. Let's deal with them first. Dethel, terrible smell you smelled before. Isn't it coming from those fiends? It certainly seems that way. I should investigate it. Haha! Man, we're starting to hit hard. It's true, I smell the same pungent smell coming from the soldiers on the fiends as well. Seeing that smell is much worse on the fiends. Maybe the fiends were the cause. I think I get it now. Smells like cheese that's been left unattended for hundreds of years. Sylvia, were there always this many fiends in the ruins? No, for the safety of the citizens, we always took care of the fiend population in the ruins. Although we've become a little negligent after falling out with the Lord. Even so, it's strange the number of fiends has increased so much in a short period of time. Don't you think it's weird that there's no single sign of Gwyn soldiers fighting with the fiends? That probably means they know a way to avoid them. Maybe it's related to the smell of the fiends. We'll have to look into it. I don't think we should just dismiss it. There's a place that smells especially strong. It's probably that way. You did well locating it, Lathel. Let's go over there. Looking at Lathel reminds me of my dog I used to take care of. He had such a good nose that whenever Rubia was near our house, he'd know immediately and greet her. But he didn't seem to like me as much as Rubia. A dog? I'll continue to try my best. I found it. This is the source of the smell. Do you know what it is? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be a mana stone. It's my first time seeing it too. I can't imagine what it would have looked like originally. There's no clue besides it smells bad. That's the best we can do for now. We have to make a decision. Let's secure this object and go after Rubia again. Yes, our goal is to catch up with Rubia. Just you, Gray? Thank you. It's good and all, but who's gonna carry this stinky piece? Haha, I'll carry it in my bag. Ugh, I just bought this bag. I should throw it away when I'm finished with this. Stinky. It's a weapon used by our Aldebaran's mercenaries. There are signs of fighting with people and also fiends. And unfortunately, it looks like they're having a hard time. This sound is Rubia. Oh wait, we're coming too. Amazing. I didn't expect you to last this long. As expected, Rubia, you're a rose. Beautiful to look at, but hard to hold. If you want, grab me. I'll stab you until your clothes turn red. The era of the Carian Empire is coming to an end. The land they rule will soon be torn apart, and a new history of struggle will begin. I just made the best choice to survive such an era. Why don't you understand? I see why Sylvia didn't tell me anything. If I had known this in advance, I would have run out to behead you long ago. The most important thing for me is not the mercenary rules nor contracts, but my Aldebaran companions. Anything that puts them in danger is unacceptable. If you're a mercenary, just act as a meat shield like you're supposed to. I'm done listening to you. It's gonna be the same whether I die here or on the battlefield. There are too many fiends, but if we don't stop them here, everyone behind us will. Rubia, Sissy came. Let's talk about the details right now. Yeah, we have to deal with the enemy first. Sis, these people are... Quiet. I didn't say anything yet. I'm sure you were going to talk nonsense. They were sent by Ulstein, sir. They're helping us for now. Okay, if my sister accepted you, I'd think of you as companions, and I'll fight with you. I'll be able to kill these guys. I think they might body me. Unless I kill two of them, I'm not going to be able to beat this guys. Gotta kill at least two of them. Looking bad. I got the worst one down. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Should actually probably take Shirazade out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna take her off the team. Shirazade is not as strong as I need her to be. What do you think? Doesn't everything that happened until recently feel like a bad dream? Was all of it really a dream? Huh, if you want to believe so, you can relax tonight thinking that it is all just a dream. Alright, that's gonna do it for Maria. Definitely just playing with her for fun. I'm gonna put Big Boy back in the spot. I also think that maybe I don't want him in my group right now. Very tough decision. try this. Let's try this. This should work. This should be good. Oops. I think I have everything the way I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Try with this new guy, this new character. It's just these people are quite great. Sylvia. Jeez. I don't even know if I could pop off my skill on these mothers. Dang. Oh, wow. Oh, they killed her right away. That sucks. I didn't even get to use her skill. I'm gonna have to find out what her skills are good for. I know I could read what her skills are for, and I should, but I'm the kind of guy who I kind of just want to learn on the fly, play it by ear kind of stuff. I did it this time though. Two-star ability book and a 3-star rank up. So I thought you might not come. When I found out that the Lord was behind the incident, I found out why you wanted to stop me. A sister who doesn't understand her older sister's feelings. You're sick of it, aren't you? This is my answer for now, because the battle is not over yet. The fiends keep coming in. I don't think we can continue holding out like this. We're tired, and Romeo's almost at her limit. I'm sorry I put you all in trouble, too. It's not bad to have a beautiful woman owe you. Think of a way to escape, and you'll have time to say such nonsense. If you have time to say such nonsense. Think. I'm already done with that. Justia, can you draw the attention of the fiends for a second? What are you trying to do? This smoke grenade from the Dwin soldiers. There's someone who can use it very well. You mean the time when you shot a poison arrow at Justia and ran away? That's Lathel. Did you have to bring that story up right now? Well done, Lathel. That man needs to reflect on himself much more. I'm sorry, Justia. That wasn't my intention to... Forget it. I'd understand your plan. I'll draw their attention so we can retreat. You fools. You think you can escape from me in this city? Alright, soon I'll make you regret surviving this encounter. hungry. Which reminds me. Just so low level.
敵だ。緊張を緩め。
Captain Rubia, you're back. Look, I know you love Captain Rubia, but just be quiet. You're just so loud that the wounds of the injured might just open up. Please take care of the injured again, and strengthen security. If the enemy finds out we ran away, they'll definitely attack us. Yes, ma'am, leave it to me. Oh gosh, alright, captains, leave this place and get some rest. Rubia, are you okay? Yes, the enemies were numerous, but they were just common soldiers, plus the fiends were the unusual ones around here. I can't even go out to fight as soon as I recover my strength. I see, then I'll exclude Rubia's share for now. Exclude? What are you talking about? I was checking the number of wounded mercenaries in order to return the pain back to the Lord. It wouldn't make sense for him to depart this world comfortably after doing this. Since the guy smelled bad, so please add my share. That must have been painful. Alright, I'll add 2 more seriously wounded. I see why Sylvia came to have such a personality. No one's stopping her at all. What are you talking about? Sylvia is perfect. There's no reason to stop her. It's hard to believe that the words of someone that ran away after having a big fight with her big sister. You have a big imagination. That never happened. I just made a momentary mistake and caused trouble for my sister. Do you understand? Sisters can have a fight from time to time, right? And you were quite cute when you were running away from your sister. It's pointless talking with you. Ugh. Gray, now that Nosy One is gone, let's talk about the important matters. Wait a minute, Gray hasn't gotten up yet. Is that necessary? Gray's presence will only prolong the conversation, so let's move on. I think so too, Rubia. What's this important matter? I'm sorry, but I think you brought it on yourself. I found out which Dwin's noble made the contract with the Lord. The Grand Duke Helmut. I'm sure that's his name. Helmut? I've heard that name. The soldier said it was Darif Mine name. The soldier said it at the Darif Mine. There were 2 nobles at the Darif Mine. Among them, the bearded man was called Arkbolt. So the other one must have been Helmut. He had a hat and a mustache. Did you know him? Yeah, kind of. Let's just say we have a pretty bad relationship. The Grand Duke Helmut is also a famous great noble in Dwin, so there was a reason the Lord was so confident. If we kill the Lord, we'll gain his grudge. This is difficult. I'm sorry, sis. You tried to stop me because of this kind of situation, didn't you? No, Rubia. Now that I know the one backing the Lord, I can come up with a plan. Good job. That's my little sister. Sis. Captain Sylvia, Rubia, the Lord. I think you should go outside and see. Is the Lord making a move? Apparently. You've got something to take care of first. Huh? What? Did you finish talking without me? How could you? Aren't we supposed to be companions? Stop whining and come down. I feel like Ruby is gonna die just like everybody dies in one of the chapters. I feel like it's gonna be Rubia, but it could easily be Sylvia. This is gonna be like plot twist time coming up right now. There's definitely gonna be a plot twist. Like that, the Aldebaran mercenaries betrayed our faith and disturbed Alaric's security. Not only did they contaminate the oasis, they even let the enemy's army in and tried to commit treason. Therefore, effective immediately, Alaric will be terminating contract with Aldebaran. Did the Aldebaran mercenaries really do that? That's ridiculous. That's sweet Captain Sylvia wouldn't do it. And in preparation for the riots of the agitated traders, I enlisted new requests to the Mercenary Guild. For those who capture Aldebaran's mercenaries, there will be a 1,000 bounty per head. And for the captains of Aldebaran, Sylvia and Rubia, I will pay a reward of 100,000 gold. Now start the hunt, mercenaries of Alaric. Even if you tell us to hunt, how would we fight against Aldebaran's mercenaries? Quit complaining now. There's opportunity now that they're weak. Come to think of it, I've seen a lot of injured mercenaries from Aldebaran. But he said it was Aldebaran who started the rebellion. Why did they get hurt? The reason we were hurt is because we fought against an enemy that was brought in by the traitorous lord. You're trying to pin whatever you've done on us. That's a stupid idea. Do you think the trust we've built up in Alaric will be destroyed just because of that? Trust? That's funny. You know better than anyone that a mercenary's trust is only determined by money. Everyone, the traitors are in front of you. If you capture them now, I'll pay you double. Double? Then 200,000? I can pay off all my debts if I catch just one of them. Even I might be able to fight the Aldebaran with my skills if they're injured. The atmosphere is getting weird. Is this alright? This is not good. Everyone still seems to be hesitating, but if we make a run for it right now, we'll be able to slay him. I want to do that, but if we do harm to the Lord now, we'll look like traitors backed into a corner attacking the Lord to the people around us. The Lord knows that, so that's why he's acting so confident. This is troubling, but we can't just sit still like this, right? If we make the Lord step down right now, we'll be able to sort things out. Yes, with him gone, I may be able to persuade the Mercenary Guild and calm things down. But I don't know if threatening him with a sword will work right now. I don't intend to use a sword. There's something more effective. Justia, who are you, a new mercenary, then cooperating in catching the Aldebarans? No, I'm a companion of the Aldebarans. That means I'm the one you put a bounty on. Did an Aldebaran come to beg for her life? Alright, if you help me deal with the rebels now. A crest Justia carries. There's a crest symbolizing the great noble Duchess Neria of the Empire. What? I can't believe you don't recognize this crest. Even though you're the lord of a remote region, you're pathetic. What is the Empire's? No, that can't be. How can a young woman like you? I'm asking you. You have labeled me a companion of Aldebaran, a traitor to the Empire. Can you say the same in front of my lady, the owner of this crest? This is a conspiracy. There's no way the Empire's already sent people here. Damn it, Sylvia, you sent me up. Let's say I did. No, I'm first to let Helmut know about this. What happened? Why did you say Justia is from the Empire? Justia, you? Well, I have my suspicion. Justia, you've been through a lot, haven't you? I hope you can put off your questions until later. First things first. Yes, I understand. Let's go to the Mercenary Guild first. Let's deal with the bounty the Lord placed on us there. Nice. Good stuff. Past materials. Alright. So. Alright. Sweet. I was expecting you. It's been a while, you know. You know why we're here, right? Yes, it's because of the Lord's request to capture all other mercenaries, including you, Sylvia. We have already received the request. However, officially publishing it requires guild approval. So you're saying Aldebaran doesn't have a bounty yet? Yes, a few mercenaries just came to accept the Lord's request, but we sent them back for that reason. I'm flabbergasted. I'll have to find out who they are later. Wait, so who's in charge of approving the request? Me. So Aldebaran's destiny is in this lady's hands. From poisoning the oasis and letting in enemy soldiers, it was all the doings of the Lord. You know best that we're not the kind of mercenaries to do that, right? After the Aldebaran mercenaries became the main mercenaries of Alaric, a lot has changed. Especially the guild has been in trouble because there's nothing to do. Everyone goes to the Aldebaran headquarters first. But it's also true that you brought happiness back to the people's lives. You're mercenaries, but you treat people well, unlike other mercenaries. Helping people who haven't paid a fee, valuing the lives of people around you over your commission. You're saying, yes, I didn't intend to accept such a request, asking to attack mercenaries in the first place. I have never shown more kindness than required by the contract. Everything you said was done by Rubia. As expected, I can't live without Rubia. I can't live without you too, sis. Thank you. We'll take care of the Lord, so there won't be any harm to the guild. If that happens, the guildmaster Foxy won't stand idly by. Now everyone, the Lord probably went inside the ruins where the soldiers are. We're in a hurry, so let's go to the ruined entrance to the center of the city. I've been waiting for this. Yes, let's catch them and make them pay. They're here, ready for the battle. As expected, the Dwin soldiers. Rubia, you're probably not fully recovered yet. Why don't you leave this to us and rest? I'm sorry, I don't think I could relax while watching my companions fight. Don't worry, we'll fight hard so that Rubia doesn't have to overdo it. Thank you for your kind words. I trust you. Oh, that's no good. Damn! That was wild. Blue slime time. Blue slime time. There's still nothing amazing. Ruby is no joke too. Maybe she's even stronger than Sylvia. That's right, Ruby is really amazing. She's good at battle, housekeeping, and she's good at finding stuff because of her good memory. I'm sure she'll make a good bride. What do you mean, bride? And it's not that I'm good at housekeeping, but that you're incomprehensibly terrible at it. Is that so? It certainly feels like I make a lot of mistakes. It's not a mercenary job. Okay, after this, shall I start learning how to housekeep? You don't have to. You're not perfect mercenary, that's enough. But I feel sorry, always leaving the chores to you, Rubia. Wait, come to think of it, there's a trace over there that wasn't there earlier. Shouldn't we look into it? Oh, you're right. If we look into it, we may be able to find out which direction the Lord went. Miss Rubio, you just changed the subject on purpose, didn't you? Big Sis is perfect as a mercenary, but as an ordinary person, she's a bit lacking in some areas. The last time she did household chores, she looked away while cooking and burned down the kitchen. And while putting the fire out, she broke all the finest Niffin teacups we use only for VIP guests. Sometimes I thought she had weaknesses, but was it that bad? Anyway, this isn't important right now. Right now, we should investigate the traces. Let's go. The stench from this. The stench, I'm glad it didn't eat earlier. You know, yuck, to think something could smell worse than these pieces and this smell. It's the same thing we found inside the corpse on the Fiend. The bag is filled with a terrible smell. It must be painful for Lathel since his nose is so sensitive. I'll carry it for you. I appreciate it, but I'll carry it around. I think it should keep chasing the smell. Come to think of it, the smell from that piece is the same awful smell from the Lord. It also came from the Lord, I knew it. What is it? The terrible smell of fat and Dwin? No way, I never heard of such a bizarre custom. For now, let's go after the smell again, since there seems to be no other way. Lathel, just a little more, please. Alright, I'll try my best. Come to think of it, Sylvia, you said since you know the one backing the Lord, you can come up with a plan, right? What are you gonna do? The Grand Duke Helmut is famous in Dwin as a hardliner. If he becomes our enemy, he'll try to destroy us thoroughly. The easiest thing would be to inform the Empire, the enemy of Dwin, of this fact and ask for protection. But honestly, the Empire is harder to trust than the Lord. She's right. If the Empire had took care of the territory in the first place, the Lord would not have easily turned traitor. If we try to join the Empire recklessly, they may use us as an expendable pawn, just like the Lord. It's complicated, but I understand. You're saying the enemy of an enemy is usually an ally, but you can't exactly trust them at the moment. But people can also have more than one enemy, can't they? Right. Dwin is a radical country, it's run, so there's many enemies even on the same continent. For example, if you have Barium Kingdom, which places more importance on internal stability than on conflict with the Empire, maybe Sir Olstein already calculated this as well. I don't understand, why is Olstein's name being mentioned right now? Sir Olstein is a vassal of the Barium Kingdom Queen, Her Majesty Wilhelmina. Did you know this? So that's why you call him Sir Olstein. I didn't even think about it. I thought people were just being polite. That's sly, man. He didn't tell us the most important thing. Olstein, a vassal of Barium Kingdom? So this contract is with the Barium Kingdom. Certainly, a contract with Barium which distances itself from both Dwin and the Empire is a great benefit to Aldebaran. Yes, so the best way for us is to sign a contract with Sir Osteen. We have another reason to make a deal. I don't know much about Osteen. What kind of person is he? He likes cats? He can't live without cats. I'll have to find out for myself later. I'd rather focus on the Lord right now. Yes, get to know him slowly after catching the Lord. The smell is worse here. That makes sense. Look over there. This is my first time seeing that one. That's not broken. It looks a little different in size, but you know what that is? I don't know yet, but since we found an intact one, I'll get closer and investigate it with magic. The problem is the smell. It's terrible. Want me to lend you my bandana? No thanks. I'm never gonna wear that bandana of yours. Haha! It can't be. Did you find out something? It's dangerous just to break this right now. Sure. It was not enough. I'll help you too. But why do we have to break this? Don't you usually ask that before you break it? This is an item called Marguerite. It's a pearl that's especially produced in the body of a giant shellfish fiend. It was something that came from a fiend inside? That's why it smells so bad. Just as pearls dazzle people with their beauty, the Marguerite dazzles fiends with their smell. I've heard that somewhere in Svern, people are studying how to control the fiends using this. If they completed the research in Dwin, it explains why we found Marguerite here. So the Grand Duke Helmet handed the technology over to the Lord. Was this the source of the confidence that the Lord has? If he could control the fiends in the ruins, rebelling against the Empire might not seem too outlandish. Lathel, Justi, remember when the soldiers released the giant lizard fiend at Dareth Mine? I'm sure they used this trick too then. The Grand Duke Helmet, we can't underestimate him. Shira, is there any way to stop them from controlling the fiends? I don't know much about this technology either. If we have no choice, I see let's be aware that not only soldiers but also fiends can come at us at any time. Let me say this one thing before we start chasing again. There are a lot of traps from now on. You'll have to move with much care. Traps? It seems it's time for me to contribute. Sneaky snakes. Oops, I screwed up again, did I? God dang it. I guess I didn't screw up that bad. Wiggle!
Wiggle? Wiggle!
Wiggle!
この俺様が止めてやるぜ。
Let's do some fun stuff here. Just for kicks. I think I have enough strength in my group to be able to win with a couple of newbie characters here.
これくらい大したことはないな。
私は何を。僕たちの勝利だ。
This guy. Oh. pretty good.